Northern Berkshire Public Access, 1984.
Yes, bullseye! Oh, that, my friends, is how you park a passenger train. Beautiful, right on the nose.
The arrogance of public officials should be controlled. Now, this week's episode of Slingshot!
The arrogance of public officials should be controlled. What a concept. Good evening. Welcome to Slingshot AI.
Go, move that truck!
Oh my God! Stop!
Back! Hose up front, hit that tank! Water coming, watch the pressure, keep low!
The Museum of Extremely Large Zippers. 3 floors of zippable wonders right on the Adams, North Adams line.
It's one big zip of fun.
Because buttons are boring. Open every day, except Tuesday.
Coming soon to Slingshot, the North Adams Men Haters Club. Relentless, historic, and very much alive. The North Adams Men Haters Club, only on Slingshot.
Seriously? Had enough? Join the North Adams Men Haters Club.
Take that, fantasy football.
Every Tuesday, we vent, craft, and roast, sometimes literally. Membership comes with earplugs, s'mores, and assist.
Yeah, hi. This Men Haters Club thing figures. Every woman who can't keep a man ends up blaming us. Maybe if you smiled more, you'd be happier.
Wow, thanks for calling from 1952. We don't hate men, we just measure how long it takes one to prove our point.
Good evening. I'm Edith Bauer of the Adams Old Woman Society, and I am baffled and appalled. The North Adams Men Haters Club, yes.
I'm Todd from Hoosac. You're live on the North Adams Men Haters Club.
First off, I think this whole men haters thing is ridiculous, all right? You ladies act like you're better than everybody. Like we can't do anything right. Some of us work hard, some of
Todd,
us
take a breath.
laughing at.
No, you take it.
You got nothing better to do.
Hello.
Hello?
North Adams Men Haters Club. You're on the air.
Yeah, this is Marty from down at the garage. I just want to say you ladies wouldn't need a club if you had yourselves a good man to tell you what to do.
And yet, here you are calling a woman for advice on running things. Funny how that works.
Look, all I'm saying is a woman is happiest when she's making a man a sandwich.
Marty, the only sandwich getting made tonight is you, and we're about to grill it.
Burnt toast with a side of humble pie.
Campbell says you're done.
All right, line 1. We've got Carl from East Pittsfield. Hi, Carl.
Yeah, I just want to say I'm sick of this club. Every week it's the same thing, just tearing down men. You think you're clever, but you're not.
Do you have a question, Carl?
Question?
Yeah. Why do you think?
First time, long time, honey. I'm 76, been married 3 times, each one a bigger mistake than the last. Last week I installed motion sprinklers so my ex can't park his truck in my driveway. Ha!
Tonight's editorial is about something calling itself the North Adams Men Haters Club. That's their name, not mine. These folks meet on Tuesdays and talk about how every problem in the world is caused by men. Well, guess what? I'm a man, and I am not the problem.
Yeah, hi. I just gotta say, you ladies act like men are the problem. Maybe if you smiled more, you'd keep a man around.
Oh, Rick, I smile plenty, just not at nonsense. And if my grin makes you a better man, then you're welcome.
Maybe you just haven't met the right guy yet.
If the right guy...
Slingshot, 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 slingshot.
Violation uncovered. Correctly assigning for the stew and count from 2 of the cuddles. Now, it's time for Cooking with Sampa.
Oatmeal with banana and coffee. Put a pod in your coffee machine, add water, place a mug, and start brewing whatever size you like. Set up the oatmeal in a microwave-safe bowl. Mix Onitwo cup quick oats with 1 cup water or milk and a pinch of salt. Microwave it, cook on it for minutes, stir, then microwave another 30-60 seconds until it's the thickness you want. Watch for boil over a bigger bowl helps. Add banana, slice one banana into the bowl and stir it in or mash some of it for extra sweetness increments. Finish sip optional add-ons, cinnamon, a little sweet maple syrup, nuts, or peanut butter. Eat your oatmeal while it's hot and enjoy the fresh coffee alongside.
Slingshot! 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 Slingshot!
We, the Adams Old Lady Society, have sat through a lot of shows on this channel. But this new program,
Slingshots.
it is a ruckus. They're launching Fruit Holler and calling it entertainment.
Someone's going to lose an eye.
Now, the news from the STOA, the Slow Talkers of America.
Hello. Welcome to the news from the STOA, the Slow Talkers of America. We believe in a slower pace of talking, so you have more time to consider what's being said. The 23rd of July 2026. Amid escalating geopolitical tensions and misinformation from the U.S. government regarding the Strait of Hormuz's accessibility, shipping insiders reveal that nothing is passing through, contradicting official claims. This reflects the deeper chaos in governance resonated by Arizona Gov. Katie Hobbs' aggressive political maneuver against Republican nominee Andy Biggs. highlighting partisan conflicts, the systemic issues extend to ICE's troubling oversight in hiring practices, notably with David Brulette, whose past allegations of abuse were ignored, further exemplifying governmental dysfunction are the illegal actions taken by Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, which dismantled USAID, undermining crucial international aid work. This interconnected series of events underscores the alarming encroachment of authoritarian and reckless decisions on both domestic policies and international integrity. Thank you for tuning in to the news from the STOA, the Slow Talkers of America. Take it slow out there.
You hear that? The river's got secrets it wants to drown. And me, I've got one to tell. It's time for a Dark Adam story.
Since I came to Adams many years ago, I've heard and witnessed a lot of strange things. This is one of those stories. It was told to me by a man who had been a teenager in the 1950s, back when the town was reshaping itself around the Hoosick River. They said the flood control projects would keep us safe, channel the water, make the town more modern. But he claimed the workmen discovered things they never put in the papers, things that never found their way into the proud commemorative plaques along the embankments. The man he never asked me to use his name described being down near the old mill buildings at night watching the heavy machines gnaw into the river banks. He wasn't supposed to be there, just a boy with idle curiosity, but the digging fascinated him. He swore that when the excavators went deeper than they'd intended, the smell that rose up wasn't earth or clay. It was something fouler, a sharp mineral taint like stone that had been drowned too long, and behind it a subtler odor, sweet and rotten like blossoms that bloom only underground. The workers muttered about hollow chambers beneath the river bed, unexpected voids that swallowed soil. One evening the boy saw lanterns carried down into a new cavity. The men returned pale, and some of them never came back to work. Others worked in silence after that, spitting over their shoulders and avoiding the shadow of the river, even on bright days. He told me the strangest thing wasn't the silence, but the sound. For weeks after, there were nights when the river seemed to murmur in a low, almost human cadence. He heard it himself while walking home along Columbia Street. The Hoosick ran high, but its voice was not water. He described it as a patient, muffled chanting, like a crowd gathered far below the surface, calling to no one in particular. I thought of his story years later, while standing on the levee near the Adams Visitor Center. The air was unnaturally still for August, yet I swore the trees along the bank stirred, as though in answer to something not carried on the wind. The river was low that day, but I caught a scent I could not account for, a faint metallic sweetness, gone as soon as I noticed it. Others in town have spoken quietly about the river's moods. Some claim it runs higher at night than it should, or that objects left on its banks are subtly rearranged by morning. One woman told me she no longer fishes there because she felt something pulling on her line from below with a persistence that was neither trout nor eel. She said it wasn't the strength of the tug, but the intent behind it that frightened her. Walking home at dusk, I sometimes catch my shadow moving strangely across the concrete flood walls, stretched not by the sun, but by something unseen and angled from the water. The flood control has held firm, and Adams has avoided disasters that struck other towns, yet there is a weight to that security. It is the sense of a bargain honored in stone and water, an arrangement not fully understood. I am no hero nor investigator. I keep these things in my mind, as others do, quietly. Perhaps the town itself is a participant in some old pact, older than the mills and older than the colonists who claimed these hills. Maybe it's not very much on its own, but there's been much more over the years. We'll talk more next time.
We, the Adams Old Ladies Society, have a statement regarding this new program they're calling
Slingshot. Public access is supposed to bring neighbors together. This show is just people hollering about.
Citizens, lend me your ears. The hour has arrived, the rumor mill is grinding, and the tongues are ready to wag. It is time for Townie Talk with Eva and Sampa.
Hello, I'm Sampa. Eva and I live in Adams, and we have some strange neighbors. What's happening today, Eve?
Hey, Sampa. Oh, you know how it is around here. Same old gossip, different day. Did you hear about Tommy Larkin's latest date? Apparently, he tried to impress a girl by cooking and ended up burning his kitchen. Classic Tommy.
Hey, Eva. Of course, I heard. It's always something with him. I'm just glad he didn't burn the whole place down this time.
Right? It's like he thinks he's on a cooking show. But he's somehow missed that knowing what you're doing part. I swear, every time he tries to impress a date, it ends up being more of a fire drill than dinner. Last week, he nearly set off the smoke alarm making toast. At this point, I think he should just keep the takeout menu on speed dial.
I half expect the fire department to start charging him a membership fee with the way he cooks.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they already have a Tommy, red alert on speed dial. Last time he tried to make pasta, I think he invented a new way to burn water. It's like he thinks cooking means experimenting with the smoke detector. Bless his heart, he's got the best intentions. But maybe he should leave the kitchen to takeout.
It's like he's auditioning for a cooking show titled How Not to Cook, but hey, at least he's keeping the local takeout in business.
Oh, absolutely. He's one burnt casserole away from declaring takeout a food group. At this point, he should just slap a takeout menu on the fridge and call it a day. Honestly, I'd love to see how many times he could set off the smoke alarm.
Right? At this rate, his kitchen might qualify as a disaster zone. He'd probably need a fire extinguisher on standby just to make toast. Takeout's looking like the safest option for both his taste buds and the smoke alarm.
Seriously, if he keeps it up, the local fire department might start charging him rent. Honestly, I think the smoke alarm has more experience in that kitchen than he does. Just hand him a takeout menu and call it a day. Less chance of him burning down the whole block.
Right? At this point, the only thing he's mastered is ordering pizza. Something tells me he should stick to takeout for the sake of everyone's sanity.
Absolutely. I mean, if his idea of gourmet is microwaving a Hot Pockets, we're in trouble. Maybe we can start a Takeout of the Week club instead. At least that'll save our taste buds. Tommy will just have to find a new way to impress the ladies. Preferably one that doesn't set off the smoke alarm.
Right? I'm all for the takeout club, less burnt food and more tasty adventures. Poor Tommy, he's gonna have to find a date who appreciates his talent for ordering instead.
Exactly. Poor guy can't boil water without getting a fire alarm involved. Maybe we should start a support group for all the unfortunate souls who have tried his cooking. But hey, at least he's got a knack for finding the best takeout spots. Who needs a culinary degree when you can just level up your takeout game?
Right? I mean, at least his takeout recommendations are solid. I'm pretty sure he could win a Best Takeout Tour Guide award around here. It's like Tommy's got a gift for picking the best meals without lifting a spatula.
Totally. You know, if there was a takeout Olympics, Tommy would definitely take home the gold. I mean, who needs to cook when you can just find the tastiest bites in town? Plus, we'd save ourselves from whatever mystery dish he's dreaming up next.
Right? Have you tried that new Thai place he keeps raving about? If only he could channel that enthusiasm into a frying pan.
Oh, I know. It's like he's got a Michelin star rating for takeout but can barely boil water. That Thai place is legit. Though, great choice, Tommy. If only he could just order all that deliciousness to his own kitchen. Maybe we should sign him up for a cooking class. What could possibly go wrong?
Right? Imagine him in a cooking class. Between the fire alarms and smoke, we'd have enough material for a sitcom. But hey, at least he knows where to find the good stuff.